Yes, my dear friends, I am Srinivas Ayyagari in front of you. Once again, my heartiest greetings to you, advanced greetings to you, all of you, my fellow citizens, on the occasion of Aazadi ka Amrit Mahotsav, which we are going to celebrate from 13th August up to 15th, by proudly holding our tricolor. So I would like to talk something regarding the history, which most of the youngsters who are in the age group around 25 to 30 may not be aware. I want to highlight the valor and the sacrifices that our armed forces have made for protecting our great nation, and standing there on the border with minus 50 degrees, 60 degrees temperature, making us to sleep comfortably, covering ourselves in their cozy homes. Today I would like to speak regarding the Indo-Pak conflict, that is 1999 Kargil War. The Kargil is a place, a mountainous place that is situated in the Himalayan ranges. That is a border between India and Pakistan. Backside is the Pakistan and Kargil is in the front side. And that is a mountainous ranges having very high mountains, where the height of each mountain will be average around 50 to 60,000 feet. All these mountain tops are mostly covered with snow, except during summer. During the winters, this Kargil, Dras and Batalik sector and Mushko Valley will be shivering under minus 40, minus 50 degrees temperature. During 1999, Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee made a visit to Pakistan with the title Lahore Yatra, and they have come to an agreement not to attack each other and to maintain a friendly atmosphere for the betterment of both the countries. When these negotiations were taking place, Nawaz Sharif was the Prime Minister there, and the Army Chief of Pakistan was General Musharraf. He was planning in a different way. He was sending thousands of soldiers, Pakistan soldiers, Northern Light Infantry, I call as NLH, Northern Light Infantry, NLI, Pakistani forces. So they were being chup-chop in a very clandestine manner. They were scaling the heights of these Batalik, Dras and Mushko Valley, the mountain ranges. Slowly they were shifting their equipment and making their own bunkers for safety. Indian people, as it is, we are all peace-loving people, and we do not know, and we trusted Pakistan at that time. In the month of May, some of the shepherds, they will be rearing their goats and sheep and all. If you go to Himachal Pradesh or Kashmir, it is a very common sight actually, They are actually our front-end soldiers, I can call that. They are very vigilant because they love their mother country, India, and any small untoward incident or a movement of any suspicion, it takes place, immediately they will come and bring it to the notice of Indian Army and the security forces. Immediately our people will take a retaliatory action. So the news has come from these shepherds that some suspicious movement has been taking place on the hilltops of this Kargil, Batalik sector and Dras sector, and immediately a reconnaissance team was sent from Indian Army under the leadership of Captain Kalia. 1 day over, 2 day over, 3 day over, 4 day over, nobody came back. Subsequently, they were found dead with Captain Kalia's eyes cruelly being removed. So then our Indian forces, they understood the gravity, and immediately Prime Minister was informed, and our security and Army Chief was General VP Malik. Immediately the necessary plan of action was drawn, and by mid-May the Indian battalions started moving. Garhwal rifles, J&K rifles, who are very well versed in high mountain warfare, and we need to transport our heavy machine guns like Bofors guns and all. Logistic supply, we need to be very careful. That is where India faced a problem, because the Tiger Hill, which is considered to be the highest mountain range there, it is around 1800 feet there. It will be directly seeing the National Highway 1 and 1D, which is actually a lifeline between Srinagar, Kargil and Leh. From Leh only our supplies will be coming, and the people, Pakistani army soldiers who were sitting there in the top of the hills, they were directly shooting, and our army headquarters of that particular area was also there, and we were falling like flies, unable to face the firing from the top of the mountainous range. So, Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee has given a very clear message that we should not cross the LOC. We should make the enemy vacate, retreat from the positions which they were occupying on the highest mountain ranges. Prime Minister at that time wanted that the conflict should be localized. So the task of the Indian Armed Forces has become much more tougher, because we need, if you go from the backside, you can easily go, and logistically you can fight and all, but when we are told specifically not to cross the LOC, then the task before the Indian Armed Forces has become really very, very tough. And such a highest mountain ranges, our people had to climb. That means when the advantage to the Pakistan and disadvantages to the India was 1:10. That means one Pakistani soldier dies, 10 people from the ground who are climbing up that hill will be gunned down and they'll be losing. So knowing pretty well that they are going to lose their life, the young soldiers who are in the age of 24, 25, 26 years, they risked their life, and they captured all the strategic mountain ranges right from Bata, your Tololing Height, Batra Pass, and finally your Tiger Hill. And the war officially came to an end on 26th of 1999. A big war memorial was constructed in that particular Kargil, background of Tiger Hill and Tololing mountains, and people will go there, and India lost so many soldiers, and really it was a particular war made. Paramveer Chakra was given to 4 people and Mahavir Chakra to 11 people, and it was really pathetic when they look at the soldiers who sacrificed their lives for the country. Sitting here in a very spacious, very safe areas, like particularly South India is a very safe area. We don't know, we have never seen people going, soldiers also have never seen. There was a quotation actually, which is there in Kohima, a war memorial. It says, when you go home, tell them of us and say, for your tomorrow, we gave our today. That means without them, we are a big zero. Now we are saying what is happening in Ukraine. People, rich, poor, and everybody, they are fleeing with fear of their life, and you see how our armed forces are safeguarding our border. This video will be coming in 3 to 4 episodes, my dear friends. This is an introduction actually. So the task of the armed forces is to go up, climb up, and capture the hill tops which were occupied by the enemy. And there are numerous people who sacrificed their ultimate sacrifice. They have given their life. You can see Captain Vikram Batra, Manoj Kumar Pandey, Sanjay Kumar, and our only one person who was alive, that is Yogendra Singh Yadav. I salute to them, the great martyrs who saved our country, who saved our nation from the brink of a very big disaster. Yes, dear friends. Tears will come to my eyes. Please wait for the next video. where I will be talking about each gallant hero and who got their Param Veer Chakra.